Hey guys, welcome back for level 8, our final level, woo woo! Alright, so this one's all about culture. So this is like the most fun level ever. So only one ed puzzle, it's just going to review the elements of culture super fast, just remind you what they are, okay? And then go into level 8, everything looks the same, open up a level. Alright, so this is, it says step 1, but it's really just the whole step. But you're just going to be going through all different elements of culture, okay? So this one's literally just all about creation, all right? So the first thing is you're going to look at history of your country. So you're going to give me like a quick, how was your country founded? Or like, how was it established? What's one natural disaster that your country has survived through? And then what's one unique historical event, okay? Again, I've only given you guys 3 lines. If you want to make them longer, that's fine, but they don't have to be like super long, okay? You don't have to write us a novel. Then you're going to tell us about the religion. We are asking that you guys pick real religions in the world today. So I've given you kind of our major ones here. If you want to add another one that we might not have mentioned, that's totally fine. Add it here. You're just going to highlight 3 to 5 that you want represented in your country. And then again, you're going to make a graph about it. So you're going to have to actually rename your religion. So tell us if this is Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism, all of those, okay? We only gave you guys the top 5 spaces just for space sake. So you can have more than that, but just give us the top 5. This graph does need to equal 100%, okay? So your first religion can't be all 100% of your population, okay? So this is your population, all right? So everything's going to be under 100, but it all needs to add up to 100, okay? Again, if you need help with maths, just let us know, all right? Click Save and Close, and it'll have it here for you. Then you're going to tell us your language. Again, we want this to be a real language in the world, so look at where your country is located in the world. What would make sense, okay? It can be more than one. If you want to have 2 major languages, that's totally fine, all right? And this is specifically because, like I said, it's located near, it makes sense, all right? The next one's art. Okay, there's a couple pieces to art. One, we want to know what type of art or music. We're going to let you guys pick, because I totally think music is art, okay? So you're going to tell us blank and blank are major types of music or art in my country, and these types work well in my country because, and then just justify it. Why did you pick those? What makes sense about it, okay? And then you're going to give us an example of your art, okay? So this is going to be a picture of your artwork, okay? Or give an example of a song. And again, this does need to be school appropriate, so make sure it is, all right? But give it here, all right? Either give a link to it, or if it's an actual piece of art that you want to create, put it here, okay? Then we're getting into some of our daily life. This is kind of some of that fun stuff about just what are the people of your country going to experience every day. So what's a signature food dish? All right, you're going to explain it, tell us why. You have to have the supplies of whatever you make the food dish of, okay? So tell us what that signature food dish is. Tell us your favorite sport in your country. What's the major sport in your country? Tell us some rules about it, all right? Explain why this fits in with your culture, okay? And then we just want you guys to give us one other unique aspect of daily life. So what's something else that people just on kind of a daily basis in your country, what's something unique that they have going on, okay? This one's going to take you back to your economic level a little bit because it still is part of culture, but it also ties into economics because we want to know what kind of jobs people have in your country. If you need to know kind of when we talk about industry, all right, these are different industries, all right? And so you can go through this list and kind of pick out some of these industries, but think back to your economic level again. Think about how many people you have, okay, and all of that, and kind of just go through and maybe pick a couple industries, major ones that you want to have in your country, all right, and you're going to create a graph about it, all right. Again, pie graph, pie chart, bar graph, excuse me, image, whatever you want it to be, and you're just going to put it here, okay. Then you're going to make a poem. Miss Packer is going to be so excited about these. You're going to compose an original poem based on the entire culture of your country, okay? And this can even include other levels. So, if you want to include, the map of your world somehow in this, or, the location of your country, that's totally fine, okay? It's literally anything to this point that you've created about your country. The theme for your poem should have something to do with acceptance and should promote the culture of your country, and your poem should highlight 4+ specific aspects of your country, all right? She obviously hasn't given you guys specifics on what type of poem it is, so it can be anything, all right? It can be free verse, haiku, diamante, whatever you want it to be, okay? So put it in here, and then compose it, and just put the final piece in here, okay? Again, this one is the longest level we've done so far because there's so many fun pieces in it. It's all about the culture. It's all about the people of your country, and so we want you guys to have a lot of fun with this one specifically, okay? All right. So when you're done, you think you're done with all the different pieces, you've got them all in there, just go run through the checklist again because there are quite a few different pieces in this final level. And then obviously I'm looking at culture. Does this all make sense? Does it tie back into previous levels? I'll be making sure that like your jobs actually make sense and that your poem makes sense. Like you don't like throw in some random thing that you've changed from a previous level, all of that. So I'll just kind of be making sure it all makes sense, that you've represented the culture well, all right, all of that. Miss Packard is actually specifically going to be looking at your poem for this, so this is actually going to be the only narrative writing piece that she's grading, but she's going to be looking at that poem and making sure that it does include like 4 aspects of your culture, that it does promote acceptance or promotes the culture of your country, that it's a positive poem, all right, and that it actually is a poem, okay? It's not just like a paragraph you wrote, all right? So that's what she's going to be looking at for this assessment piece, okay, guys? Once you're done with all that fun culture stuff, you are going to go back in, submit it, all right, and you're done. Done, done, done. All right. If you so choose, you may meet me next on the bonus level video.